Pizzoli, Roundtable regular, president of the Trepp Scott Law Firm in Fort Lauderdale, and a big voice in Republican Party politics. Jessica Fernandez is a former president of the Miami Young Republicans and now is the chairwoman. She also was a delegate to last summer's GOP convention. And welcome back to our friend Nancy Ankrum, editorial page editor of the Miami Herald, and also to Sergio Bustos, senior editor for Politico Florida. Sergio has covered state politics for the AP and the Herald. All of you, good morning. Great to have you come in. Thanks for bringing the turnover chain that you wore a couple of weeks ago.
I'm not a fair weather fan.
We know that. We'll get to the chain in a while. But first, if we can, Nancy, let's begin with TPS for Haitians. Yes. Here we have 60,000 Haitians who have lived in this country for at least 7 years, protected by TPS, and this week they found out that in July 2019, if they're not gone by then, they will be deported.
This is considered a real tragedy in the Haitian community, the Haitian American community here. They have 18 months now to either seek residency, or they will have to return to Haiti by July 2019. The one slight bright spot here, which as we editorialized, they really need to work, is there are several bills in Congress looking to normalize, and bipartisan bills, looking to normalize not just Haitians, but Nicaraguans and others who are here.
Excuse me, although Ileana Ros-Lehtinen, who has spoken on the House floor on behalf of extending TPS, we should say every South Florida member of Congress has said we need this. Ileana apparently came off the floor about a week ago and said, I talk about it, nobody seems to care.
Well, I think they care, but we in South Florida acutely care because we have a better understanding of what's going on in Haiti and how that's affecting Haitian American community here. Putting the TPS issue but in clearer focus, though, it's temporary. And so we have had it since 2010. It's been extended 4 times. And frankly, I would like to see a legislative fix to this. Congress is the right place for it. And instead of having people live 18 month to 18 month to 18 month extension. And lastly, it's an important point that Nancy brought out. Haitians who are here under TPS can apply for residency here, and they should go do so if they want to stay here. I think that is a more appropriate way to deal with this. We have effectively created these issues by laying out this plan in a way that was really not well thought out.
Yeah, but Sergio, I again come back to the point that Ileana Ros-Lehtinen made. Congress can't agree on much of anything, and this is part of immigration reform, and that's just a topic that is toxic.
I was a Washington correspondent in 1999, so that was 18 years ago. Immigration was a huge topic then, and nothing got done. I left in 2005. It was a hot topic then, and nothing got done. It's 2017. I agree with everything here today. Immigration is one of those strange issues where everyone on the left and the right is right about it. But at the end of the day, this is a policy that had good intentions but bad consequences. And I don't think anything's going to happen.
I'm afraid you're right, but Jessica, in this community, the economic fallout, the disruption from more than 30,000 Haitians leaving. I saw in the Wall Street Journal, the general manager of the Hotel Intercontinental said, gee, I don't know how I'm going to replace all the Haitian Americans who work at this hotel, and that's probably true throughout a lot of this community.
Look, I'm sure that's going to create a lot of disruptions, but again, this is a call to action to Congress. This temporary status doesn't do anything positive for anyone. It keeps these people, these poor people that suffered a major tragedy where they had to leave their country, it keeps them in this kind of perpetual limbo. So I do agree with the fact of ending this executive action, because this is not the correct place to have this type of legislation. It should go through an act of Congress. I agree with my colleagues on this panel. And I think, more than anything, it kind of illuminates some of the deficiencies in the international community's response to fixing the things in Haiti. We haven't been able to return to Haiti because their country has not recovered.
I think that the numbers work for and against. Ileana says, I talk about it, as you said, and it's only 60,000 people. I'm talking just Haitians now, but they are not the only TPS recipients here.
Hondurans, Guatemalans, Nicaraguans.
It's only 60,000 people. So, we would say editorially, It's 60,000 people. This country can absorb and deal with it, especially because the majority of them are working, contributing, or sending remittances home. Congress, I'm sure, is saying it's only 60,000 people. What's a big deal?
Yeah. If we can, I want to put a human face on this discussion before we move on. This week, the Haitian Women of Miami, run by Marlene Bastien, had a news conference, and a 10-year-old girl spoke there who was born in this country, and her parents may have to be deported. Let's listen to what she had to say.
How can you deport these people who have been here for so long? They have been contributing to the social, economic, and political fabric of this great nation. How can you do this to me? How can you do this to us?
Wow. I think that little girl ought to go to Washington and do a little lobbying.
I agree.
She has been to Washington. She and her father are the real deal. We did a Facebook Live with them a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
She is just dynamic, and she is just the most articulate 10-year-old that I've come across in quite a while.
Yeah. Well, there is a human face beyond just simply the numbers.